Welcome to a 30-minute fitness movement class focusing on our back body. So it is interesting because a lot of the movements we do focus on the back body, but we don't always concentrate our awareness and our attention there, mostly because our scope of attention is on the front body. It's what we see, it's how we interact with people. And when it comes to fitness and movement and strengthening, which obviously ties into those two, our back body is super important. The strength of our back allows us to stand tall and open. The strength of our glutes allow us to move better and often reduces pain. And the strength of the backs of our legs does the same. It stabilizes and grounds us in our body. So today's class is going to mostly focus on that. So again, fitness style movements. Today I am wearing shoes. It is quite hot. So I designed this class with only one little optional cardio component. I still like to wear shoes when I do repetitive fitness style movements, even though a lot of these are going to be similar to our yoga style movements, but just FYI, wear shoes if you want. I do recommend music. There's a playlist associated with this class. I find I'm going to play music kind of on the side, and I just find that it really helps get us going and keep us on tempo and on rhythm and keeps the energy going. So if you're someone who likes different style music, go ahead, choose whatever you need. Bear with me for just 30 seconds while I get mine started, and then we'll start standing at the middle of the mat. So go ahead. We're going to do our first movement as a little bit of a combination of strengthening and warming up. So toes out, heels wide. Just start with a couple of these big horse stance moves. So inhale, exhale, knees track the direction of your toes, get low. So we're going to go super slow at first and just kind of feel into the body, make sure we're kind of landing. Inhale, exhale, so we're kind of down here in the hips. Make sure, again, the toes and knees point the same ways. Inhale, I'm kind of pulling up out of the hips like I'm pulling a rope, and then exhale. Let's do like two more like that with the arms, the little bounce in the bottom. Inhale. Exhale, sink in, little dip. Inhale, maybe a little more of a side bend, reaching up. And down. Let's do two more. Let's just keep up with that. That feels really good, and I think it helps kind of check in. I'm not going to do a ton with the arms today, but of course our arms and shoulders tie directly in with the back. Let's do one more. Good. So we're going to go right into our squats with a more regular rhythm. And then we're going to start to, again, keep warming up the back body with the arm movements. So inhale, reach up. Exhale, peel those elbows down. Shoulder blades go straight down. Inhale. Exhale. So we were breathing really slowly at the beginning. We're going to kind of speed up the pace of breath. Let's do two more like that with the arm movement just as we are. And then the next time that you come up, we're going to come down. We're going to stay down, do some kind of pulses Arms forward and back, forward, back, forward, back. So I'm kind of doing 2 pulses in the legs per arm movement. We're going to stick with this for a while. We've kind of transitioned from that warm-up into our movements. So you'll notice in this class, we're going to do kind of a lot of repetition, a lot of pulsing. That's to strengthen the glutes, hamstrings. And so because of that, you might notice a little bit of like physical aggravation. See if you can breathe through it. See if you can tell yourself you're strong enough. Tell yourself you got this and breathe through it. If it becomes too agitating, I know it's hot out there if you're practicing this summer, then you can go ahead. I kind of lost my rhythm here as I was talking. So whichever works for you. Now I'm just doing pulse and arms. So again, as you're figuring out what works for you, allowing some of that aggravation to just dissipate, just kind of melt it away. Good. The next time you come low, we're going to keep with those pulses. If you need a full straighten of your legs, go ahead. Then we're going to come back down. I want your arms back this time. Palms back, elbows kind of like a scarecrow. You're going to lift your heels. I need to bring my feet in a little closer. Lift your heels. And now do those little pulses here. So again, that aggravation might come in. That's okay. We won't be here forever. If it's too complicated, like I'm having a hard time talking and lifting my heels at the same time, maybe it's just heels and pulses. You let the arms go. We're going to do about 20 more. I know that sounds like a lot, but they go really fast. I'm going to take the arms away just so I can focus on those legs, keeping heels lifted. Those of you who used to do bar classes with me know that I like to balance little and big movements. So after all these little movements, we've got some big coming. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Go ahead and straighten. Turn towards your right side. Come into a lunge. And we're going to start by tapping, extending. Tapping, extending. Last 5. Should feel the back of that right hamstring. Good. Now, pulse that back knee. Little pulses. Okay, as promised, just a small little cardio option. Option 1 is step forward, step back, step forward and back. Repeating, otherwise, a jump switch, just 5. Good, next time, switch it around. Left foot forward, we're going right into the second side of the movement. So left foot forward lunge, tap, back, tap, back. Keep going. Make sure you're breathing. Adjust as needed. Remembering it's hard sometimes for yoga folks to remember that in fitness we don't always breathe if the repetitions are too small with every movement. I do until a point, and when that movement gets a little too small, long, slow breaths. About 5 more. Last one, you're stepping back, going right into the little pulses. Good, now option to step. Or hop. Good, and now this time you're stepping towards this side. I'm just gonna arrange my mat. So you're stepping towards the side. I'm gonna step it back a bit. I want this to be, take the word squat out of your mind. Think functional movement. Imagining you're carrying something heavy and you gotta to lift it forward, you gotta lean it back and then up. Toes are more or less straight ahead, but don't fight it if they turn naturally. We're gonna do that about 10 times. Back, up. So it's more like a yoga chair, but it's not like a squat because we're not really working on going so low. We're more countering the weight. If you're carrying something heavy, your legs, your butt, your low back has to take over. So go ahead, take about 3 more of these. Good, and the next time, come halfway in between that movement. Chest is lifted. I'll do left foot first. You're gonna slide it back behind you, and I just want your toe down. All your weight is in your right foot. So we're just feeling what that's like. And then step into that squat. And now reach back, squat. And now lift the foot. Squat, lift. And I know I'm saying the word squat, but again, take that fitness squat that we normally do out. So you're kicking the leg back when you stand up, and then you're coming back down, both feet on the ground. Okay, last one. We're going to pause, see if you can balance. Little pulses. Good. Go ahead and step. Shake out that. We're doing it all on the other side. A few less of the initial movements. Good. So you've got something heavy. Let's do 5. Good. Now halfway, take a moment just to feel that leg back. Still put that weight in your left leg. And then step it in. Try again, just touching down. And then in. I've got my arms switched. So then now go ahead into the movement of the lift. Lift, in. Lift, in. We've got one more. And then one more to set up for the pulse. Little pulses. Good. Shake it out. Reach it up. Dive forward. You're going straight into hands and knees. We're just going right into it. So we'll switch sides. Left side for me, probably for you too. Extend that left leg back. Reach your right fingers forward. So we want long arm and leg. Take an inhale, exhale, lift. Inhale down, exhale. Keep the spine from doing a back bend. So you'll see a lot of patterns in this class of how we repeat, just doing different shapes or different formulas for the same shape, really. And that formula changes what else gets worked, like our core now. Earlier on, it was our thighs. Okay, good. Now, right hand stays down, left leg pulses. Just like we did before. Good. Set it down. We're going straight to the other side. Extend right leg. Left hand forward. So arm and leg to start. Up. Exhale up. Good. Now, hand down, little pulses. Good. Knee down. Other leg this time. Just bent knee. Don't change the shape of the knee at all and pulse up. Other side, we're going right into it. Up, pulse. Bent knee. Good. Go ahead and stretch back. Take a little stretch for a child's pose. And then slide onto your belly. If it's not appropriate for you to do on the belly, you're going to do all the sequence kneeling just with the arms. Otherwise, we'll be doing this on our belly, lifting up. You can do that kneeling on your heels if you're not able to lay on your belly. If you are on your belly, go ahead and bring your feet hips width apart. Lengthen the legs. Take the elbows out like two wings, 90 degrees. Take an inhale. Feet stay down for this. Exhale, just upper body. Down, lift. Inhale, exhale. Notice if your elbows want to kind of get heavy here and adjust. Your elbows should in fact lift higher than the rest of the body. Okay, good. Take a rest. Just 2 flat palms, take a rest. And then go ahead and we're going to do the exact same thing. Well, I'm sorry, not the exact same thing. Something similar with your arms forward, palms facing each other. And we're going to lift arms and legs both straight. Same sequence, about 12. Take an inhale. Exhale, lift everything. Inhale. So you have to really engage the glutes to lift those legs. So make sure that's your focus. Two more. Good. Head on hands. Just take a rest. Maybe move your chin right and left to soften your neck. We're doing one more. This time it's going to be bent knees and elbows, legs lift off the mat. Like you're swimming. So if that's just like you try it and it doesn't work, repeat one of the other movements or kind of half a movement, like one leg, other leg, one leg, other leg, lift. Something like that. Otherwise, palms forward, legs back. Take an inhale, exhale, swim. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Keep going. Good. Go ahead and rest. And actually, we'll rest. So bring your left knee out like a 90-degree square. I know you can't see because my dog is enjoying the fan. And then go ahead and arms like a goalpost, head to one direction. We're not done with class. We have one more strength building before a little bit more stretching. Good. Go ahead and lengthen your left leg. Do right knee like a square. Arms like goalpost. Relax. Go ahead and come up. And we're actually just transitioning to the back. So the way that feels best for you, meet there. I really don't have the heart to move my doggy. It's pretty hot in here. So we're going to come onto the back. Touch your hands to your heels. We're going to do bridge lifts. So a similar sequence to what you've already seen, right? So what we've already done in your body, there is value in repeating, especially in a cohesive fitness sequence, because our muscles keep getting that information to retain. So push the feet down. We'll inhale here. Exhale, lift. Keep going. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. Exhale, keep going. That's your flow. Next time you're up, you're going to pulse. So option here, I'm just pulsing with my hips up and down. Second option is to lift your heels and pulse. Good, drop it down. Take a moment, kind of straighten your legs, windshield wiper the knees. We're repeating one more time. Oh, I'm sorry. We're repeating in a different way. If what I do with one leg doesn't work for you, then I'm going to have you just repeat what you've already done. If it's okay for you, you might need to stabilize with elbows down or palms down. You're going to lift and down. One leg, right leg, down. So it's a bridge lift. You just take the right leg with you. Next time, you're going to go up. Little pulses up for just 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down. Rest. Next stage, second side. So, up with the left leg, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, next time you go up, little pulses for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Go ahead and start to stretch. You made it, team. So, straighten right leg. You're going to hammock your hands behind your right leg. Straighten the left or keep it bent if that's better. Flex the right heel to the sky. This is your stretch. It's not big. And then I should note, you're not pulling right leg towards you right now. Instead, you're kind of cementing that connection, right thigh to hands. We want to just keep the legs straight up and down, pushing heel gently to sky. So just think of an L shape in the two legs. This helps neutralize the work of the hips. Again, you've done a lot of work with your stabilizer muscles today, all through the hips, thighs. So just kind of allow some neutralization. Bend that knee. And now with the knee bent, now take your hands to the top of the shin and slide that knee in towards you. Good, extend right leg long. Same thing with left leg. Hammock behind left leg. Push, not in an aggressive way, but just in a connection way. Left thigh into your hands. Flex your heel to the sky. Keep your right leg activated, not aggressive, but just turned on. And just feel that balance of stabilization, but also release in your hips. Good. Go ahead and bend the knee. Hold the hands on top of the left shin. And now pull that knee in towards you. Stretching glute. If it's okay for you, not everyone loves this. Not everyone thinks it feels good. Bring your both knees up and your hands around both knees, or even around your thighs. That's probably better. And do a little bit of rocking onto the upper back and then over onto the low back. So that length of the spine. Good. And then come back down. Hold your hands to each knee and now go right and left. Final stretch here. And of course, invitation to just keep going into some deeper hamstring stretches or anything that feels good. But we're going to do happy baby. I want your hands inside of the foot so you're not kind of straining the pose. We want it to feel really kind of as loose as it can. If your shoes are clean, I like kind of holding on. If you're wearing shoes, I like holding on to the shoes a little bit. Just gives a little bit more grip and allows my hands to relax. We'll be here for a couple breaths. If you like to move around, go ahead and move around. I like to just kind of stay still and let the weight of my arms translate into weight into my hips and thighs. Take 2 more deep breaths, maybe exhale out of mouth. Go ahead and release. Find a way to rest in any way that works for you. I'm going to close it here. Again, maybe some deeper stretches might feel good. Maybe some kind of very intentional, but not very straining core work might feel good, or maybe even a meditation. Thank you for being here. I hope you have a wonderful day.